South Africa against Canada. Let me know in the chat what your predictions are for this game. We also have more games that we play tomorrow, but this is the only game that we play today in the round of 32. So let's see who wins it. Is it the host or South Africa? But for me, like I said in the prediction I made a couple of hours ago, I am definitely going for a South Africa win against Canada. So let me know in the chat, guys, what are your predictions? La 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 la. What are your predictions? Let me know in the chat, guys. It's the FIFA World Cup round of 32. So let's see who gets to win. I watched 3 games from Canada in the group stage. Like I said, I wasn't impressed with their performances in those 3 games. So that's why I went for a South Africa win. But it's a knockout game. Anything can still happen. But I strongly believe that the South Africans can get the win. This is the first time South Africa is making it to the round of, let's say, at the knockout stages of the FIFA World Cup. Can they move further? I definitely think they can. So let's see if the South African team will be able to pull that off. Let us see. Anas Majubi, nice to have you back, man. Anthony the GOAT. Okay, let's see. Ooh. If this guy is quick, yeah, he's got the ball. Now release the ball on time, man. You don't need to dwell on the ball for too long. You don't need that. I like the fact that South Africa is not defending very deep in this game. They just need to play their normal football. Ooh, Yan Diomande chooses Liverpool. Wow. Sorry, chooses PSG ahead of Liverpool. That would be a big blow to Liverpool. Alright, who will qualify? Who will qualify to round of 16? Is it South Africa or Canada? I just put up a poll now, guys. Let me know in the chat who is going to qualify to the round of 16. Are you going for South Africa or for Canada? For me, I am rooting for my African brothers. Yes, I have not supported South Africa in the group stage, but at this point, I've said it. I am supporting all the African teams, except when they are playing against Portugal. But if any African team is playing against any other team, I'm supporting them, bar Portugal. So it's only Portugal that I'm going to support against any African team. England, even I will support England. Okay, Brazil will be playing Japan. So I really want Brazil to win that game, but I have a very strong feeling Japan will defeat Brazil. But we'll see how that will go. Serious Fanbat says the entire Nigeria has gone all Black Stars now. For me, I think one thing we saw is that these guys have actually shown that they really want to be in the World Cup, and they've shown their quality. So that's why there's a change in heart in so many fans in Africa, myself included. I am very much impressed with what the African teams have done. We are the second continent with the most countries still in the World Cup. Europe has 10 teams. Ooh. Now, why did you not control this ball quickly, bro? Why did it take you too much time to control the ball? Mokoena. Nah, come on. If that was Mokoena that got that ball, it would have been a goal. I don't know why that guy had to wait for a long time before playing the ball. Yeah, it's against... Ooh, I thought that's against South Africa. Sorry, against Canada. That first guy that had the ball, he really delayed there. I don't know why he delayed that much. Anthony the GOAT says, I posted a new edit today. It's so good except it says to the left and it goes right. What is the edit about? Serious Fanbat says, why do China and India not take football seriously? Indians take cricket very serious. Chinese take basketball, table tennis, race and other sports very serious, not football. Anas Majubi says, how are you? I'm doing amazing, bro. Nice to have you back. Ooh, no one has actually given South Africa a vote. Everyone, 100% people are saying Canada. What is going on? So everyone that have voted actually want South Africa to lose. Come on, guys. I am rooting for my African brothers now. So I am definitely rooting for South Africa to win this game. This is the first game in the round of 16. We have 9 African countries, like I said. Europe has 10 countries that are still left in the tournament. I think the total countries from Europe was it 16? Yes, 16 countries from Europe. Currently, there are only 10 countries remaining from Europe. So Africa had 10. Now, out of all the 10 teams, it's remaining only 9. So which means only one team was knocked out in the group stage, which was Tunisia. Yeah, they were very, very poor. And in South America, 6 teams came from South America, 5 qualified. Europe, 16 came, 10 qualified. So Africa, if you look at the percentage, they have the best percentage in line with the South American team that were 6, but currently still have 5 teams left. Imran Ali says, it's time for Africa. Yes, man. I'm rooting for all my African brothers. And I'm going to say something really crazy. You see that Cabo Verde game against Argentina. Cabo Verde will beat Argentina. Many people will be shocked how that will happen. But it will definitely occur. You see that sort of Cabo Verde game against Argentina. That's going to be the best game of the World Cup. That game is going to be fantastic. Majid, welcome back, man. Majid says, hi Noble, how are you, brother? I'm doing amazing. You saw the outcome of the Saudi Arabia game against Cabo Verde. I stayed up late to watch that game because I was feeling very sleepy that day. But Cabo Verde really played very, very well. They created lots of chances, but they couldn't score against Saudi Arabia. Anthony the Goat says, football isn't the main sport in India or China. Yeah, that's it. They have their own sports that they love, and the young people put effort to be the best in. Football is not one of them. Nah, that's a foul ball, referee. There's an elbow to the guy's face. Rudy Komak, welcome back, man. Imran Ali Ahmad Khan says, South Africa will win. This is my prediction. It's also very much similar to mine. The CAF president is there with the FIFA president, Infantino. Dennis Backham says, oh, Canada. Are you rooting for Canada, Dennis? Sean Donnelly says, hi, I'm back. Sean Donnelly, it's been a long time, man. Mokoena, that is one. Sean Donnelly, nice to have you back. Nah, referee. He didn't touch the ball, man. I like how open the game is. It's not too tight in terms of being defensive, the other team having the ball. Dennis Backham says, Nobu, you went from hating South African football team to supporting them. What's going on, bro? Now, the reason I changed my mind with South Africa and Ghana is because my South African boys are doing very well. So I'm very much impressed that out of the 10 teams that qualified for the World Cup in Africa, we still have 9 teams left. So that's just the main reason why I'm supporting everybody now that's from Africa. Previously, I was only supporting Senegal, Ivory Coast, and Cabo Verde. But now I'm supporting all 9 teams that are still left from Africa. But any game they are playing against Portugal, I'm not supporting them. My support is limited. I cannot support them against the GOAT, Cristiano Ronaldo. It's not possible. So, but any other team they are playing, even if it's England, for example, I'll be supporting DR Congo against England. Thomas Tuchel has refused to play my boy Kobe Mino, so he ought to be taken out of that tournament. And Thomas Tuchel, many people have been saying it that he's a spy. I sincerely do believe he's a spy. Imran Ali Ahmad says, I am Turkish. Alright, brother, nice to have you on the channel. Oosh. Yeah, that turn. If he had gotten that ball very well, I think that pass would have been better. Imran Ali says, you are South African. No, I'm Nigerian, bro. I'm from Nigeria. Iko. Let's go. Sean Donnelly says, I am sad Scotland are out. Yeah, Scotland. Scotland in that group, they were unable to get anything. Yeah, but I think Scotland should have at least gotten a draw against Morocco, because I knew for sure Brazil was going to destroy Scotland. So it was the Morocco game that they really didn't do enough. I like how this game is going. It's very much open. It's a 50-50 game. We are seeing end-to-end football. Ooh. No, man. Hi. Why not make that pass very quickly? Come on. Hey. I love what South Africa is doing in this game. I love how they are attacking. Going all out to play the football. Not sit back to allow Canada play. Canada is not better than South Africa in terms of the football. I've watched Canada play for 3 games, South Africa for 2. Now, why is that right back position very, very much open? This is the second time I'm seeing that loophole. Very good defensive work from that number 14. Rudy Comac says the referees have been terrible this tournament. Nah, I've not really seen any... that's a good defending from the number 14. I've not really seen any terrible decision from the referees in the tournament, honestly. Yes, I know that I haven't watched all the games, but yeah, and I think aside, was it the Cabo Verde game? I think there was a game many people were complaining that the referee should have given a penalty. Was it in the 94th minute? And the game, a team was about scoring and the referee blew the whistle, the final whistle. Many people complain. I think that was the only game I had people complain about. Dennis Beckham says, today Noble is supporting South Africa. Tomorrow he'll be supporting Chelsea. Nah, God forbid. I can never support Chelsea. Never. I can never support Chelsea. Even if Cristiano Ronaldo signs for Chelsea, which I know he will not, I can never support Chelsea to win a football game. I think the only instance that I can support Chelsea to win a game is, for example, if Man United and Arsenal are fighting for the league title and play the ball out, man. For example, if Man United and Arsenal are chasing the league title and Chelsea is about to play Arsenal in the last game, right? That is the only situation I would want Chelsea to beat Arsenal, because that win for Chelsea will be beneficial to Man United. It's only in that regard. But aside that, nah, I don't ever want Chelsea to win a game. Dennis Beckham says, Noble is from Southeast Nigeria but grew up in Northern Nigeria, if I remember correctly. Yes. Uhola says, I believe Canada can win against South Africa and sorry for not joining in a while. It's all good, man. No problems. Anytime you join is still okay. Sean Donnelly says we were so unlucky. But I didn't see Scotland play. Okay, I think against Morocco, you guys tried, but it wasn't enough. Jonathan David, this guy I think is just too overrated. Rudy Comac says same with the Scotland Morocco game. Yeah, Scotland Morocco, I think that was the game I expected Morocco to get a draw. Yes. That was the only game I expected Morocco to get a draw. At least Morocco drawing against Brazil. If they draw against Scotland, 2 points. Then win their last match against Haiti. Was it against Haiti? Yes. Their last game was against Haiti. If they win that, then they will get 5 points. Yeah, but they were unable to... Scotland were unable to win any other game aside the Haiti game. But I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm very much happy with what I'm seeing in this game in terms of the approach of the South African team. They are not defending very deep to allow Canada play the game. No, they are taking the ball to the Canadians. So I love this type of end-to-end football. And in this type of games that are pretty much open, you are very much likely to see goals. Premier League game says, what's the scoreline? It's currently 0-0, no goals yet, but it's been an exciting, would I say, 18 minutes plus. Yeah, no goals yet, but I still believe that there are goals in this game. Maybe 3-4 goals might come out of the game. Uholan says, I agree with Adira. Adira says, Messi is the real GOAT. Won many trophies. Messi has the highest number of assists. First young player who scored 900 plus goals. The reason I'm laughing is this. When people want to push an agenda, they always like fine-tune their words to suit that agenda. He said he's the first youngest young player to score 900 plus goals. And now the question is this: how many players have actually scored 900 plus goals, and who has had the most 900 plus goals that is older, and the other one now is the younger? This agenda is very, very funny. The logic you're using here is quite laughable. Now he went on to say, one in loyalty, have children only from one girl, won everyone's heart. So how does it relate to being the GOAT that Messi has children from only one girl? So does that now make him the GOAT in childbearing or the GOAT in football? Which one? I really want... you Messi fans will not cease to amuse me. Honestly, you Messi fans will not cease to amuse me. So now, for all these things you're saying now, you're trying to go through the family aspect. Okay, Messi has children from only one girl, so that makes him the GOAT. So Messi is the GOAT of childbearing. Is that the case? If that's the case, I actually agree. Oh God. Dennis Beckham says youngest 900 plus goal scorer. That is it, man. It's very funny. That was why I said, Messi fans, when you people want to push an agenda, you always find a way to sugarcoat it, to fine-tune that particular thing so it will suit that agenda you're trying to push. Bro, Ronaldo is not 42. To correct you, Cristiano Ronaldo is 41. Messi just turned 39 a couple of days ago. Let's say last week. Not up to a week, actually. Messi turned 39. You are saying use common sense. You yourself using that line of logic. Is it a common sense? Does it show common sense? Does it show common sense to use for you to just to push an agenda, you are saying Messi is the youngest ever player to score 900 plus goals. So I ask you, how many players have actually scored 900 plus goals? You you did not use. Okay, you're pushing an agenda. I quite understand it. For Messi Messi fans, you guys are actually the most you guys are the funniest fans we have, right? When you people want to push an agenda, you can say anything just to buttress that point that you're saying that Messi is your goods. That is it every time. Anas Majubi says 1-0. Are you serious? That means yours is faster than mine. Nah, come on, Anas Majubi. Are you predicting 1-0 or you're saying one of the teams just scored now? So I will know what you're typing. Lucky says, I'm pleased. Rest up Oli Watkins, Marcus Rashford, Morgan Rogers, Noni Madueke. Rest up. The start we want. We played okay, but we'll do better. But we'll do a little bit more. Frankly speaking, I have not been impressed with Thomas Tuchel in this World Cup. The only game England played very well was that first game against Croatia. And it was actually the second half when they came back after being playing a draw in the first half 2-2, came back in the second half. He changed the game, right? But aside that game, there's not been anything spectacular I've seen with Thomas Tuchel, sincerely speaking. England was struggling against Panama. They struggled against Panama yesterday. And I said this in one post a guy made about England. And I said, if England faces a top team, be it a top European team or a top team from South America, they are going to get knocked out. That's a fact, because I've not really seen anything exciting from them. Honestly, I have not. Except maybe we can see something different in the knockout stages. Maybe. But for now, nothing. Really, welcome back. How are you doing? Dennis Beckham says, next, Adira is going to say Messi is the first person to score a hat-trick at the World Cup while having a beard. The whole thing is just so funny and laughable, because like I always say, if Messi fans want to push an agenda, they always want to look for the sweetest thing to say to match up that agenda they are pushing. Uhola says, and Ronaldo has less goals in the better leagues like La Liga, Ligue 1 and more. Well, Ronaldo did not play in Ligue 1, and I've always said this. Messi played in only one top league in the world, which is in La Liga, Barcelona. PSG he went to. It is only one club that we have in France. It's just only one club. The rest are rubbish. It's only one club. But Ronaldo has played in the Premier League, played in La Liga, played in Serie A, right? The MLS and Saudi both are playing for, they are similar, right? But if you look at these players when they were in their peak, come on. Whenever Messi fans always want to downplay the impact of Ronaldo in football, I just laughed because they always say very, very funny things. Always. Adira says, okay, I mean Ronaldo is the first player who scored 900 plus goals, and the second, Messi, who is younger, 39 years old, scored 900 plus. That's why he's the youngest player. That's why he's the youngest player to have scored 900 plus goals. Well, I will just rest my case on that particular line, right? I will just rest my case on that particular line because the more I say it, the funnier it gets for me. So I'll just rest my case there. Lucky says Ole Watkins glad told whole assistant team allow start. Well, many people have been saying that. Um, Many people have been saying that Thomas Tuchel is a spy. I've not actually disagreed with them, but with what I've seen from him, I honestly think he doesn't want what is best for England. He doesn't. Because his decisions, are you going to use this boy that plays for Leverkusen, Jarrell Kwanzaa? Is he going to be your right back in this World Cup going forward? Livramento, who is a right back, or you can say a left back, but he can play right back and left back. Livramento got injured. You now decided to bring someone and you went for Chalobah. What happened to Alexander Arnold? Now, England is without a right back. Yes, Jed Spence. He's played Jed Spence most as a left back. So I don't understand what the thought process for Thomas is. I honestly don't. And with the decisions he's making and the way they are playing, I really don't see England getting to the round of, let's say, to the quarterfinals. I honestly don't see England. And people will be surprised to see DR Congo defeat the English team. And Adira says, and I don't hate Ronaldo. He is my idol, the machine, the definition of hard work, a monster. But in football terms, Messi is the GOAT because of his play style and intelligence and goals. I get this a lot from Messi fans, right? A lot of Messi fans will say, oh, I love Ronaldo, he's my idol, but Messi is the GOAT. It's always very funny for me to hear people say that. Always very, very funny. Picasso, welcome back, man. SH Ravan, welcome back as well. Lucky Singh says, we will want a approach that's this even better. I honestly don't understand what you said there. Picasso says, Noble gonna be the next gold bridge. Hey, man, I just always love to see people with different views. It's very funny to hear people say this about this player, but it's nice. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice to hear people with different views, see the game differently and just talk about it. It's always fun. Yeah, that's why I always enjoy doing the live streams, to get people's thought on different topics. Yeah, sometimes you might get people with funny takes, you have to laugh and all that, but it's all part of the game. Cherry Petit, welcome back. Lucky says, Danbon, Kwanzaa, Konsa, Trevor Chalobah, we have right back covers. If there are right back covers, why was Jarrell Kwanzaa playing right back? He's never done well in that position. Instead of you to replace an injured right back with another right back at home, you decided to bring a centre back. I don't. I really don't understand Thomas, honestly. Sometimes I try, and the most annoying part of it for me is this. The reason that Thomas is not playing Kobe is one thing I do not understand. Now, you can say, okay, he's not my starting player in the Croatia game, the Ghana game. You didn't even bring him on in the Ghana game. But against Panama, nah. I honestly cannot understand that. Kobe has not played 5 seconds in this World Cup. The only time Kobe got on the pitch was yesterday after the game ended. That was when he got on the pitch. And I was like, what exactly is wrong with Thomas Tuchel? Like, this same Kobe Mino, Southgate used him with Declan Rice to go to the finals of the Euro. Was it the Euro? I think it was the Euro. Yeah, it was the Euro when England lost to, was it? No, I think was it the semi-finals? England lost that game. Kobe played in it, and he really played very well in that game. So I don't understand what Thomas Tuchel's game plan or approach is, honestly. Dennis Beckham says South Africa is playing great so far. Yes, South Africa is playing really well, but I think one thing in this type of games is you have to take your chances. You have to. Ravan says it's now or never for Ronaldo. This year has to be it. 100%. Another manager that I've not been impressed with is Roberto Martinez. That man is a very terrible manager. I've not been impressed with him, honestly, and he's got very quality players, but the management of that squad, he doesn't get it right. His tactics and approaches to games are wrong. Funky Sam says 6 goals in 3 matches is crazy. You guys are very much centered on goals now. And when we talk about goals for Cristiano Ronaldo, you people will bring up, oh, Messi has this Ballon d'Or, Messi is this. And now you people are focusing on the goals because Messi is having more goals than Ronaldo now. It's just the double standard. Ooh, that good movement. Yeah, that's a very good movement from this guy. But it's very selfish. Dennis Beckham says this is why national team should only hire coaches who were born there to prevent sabotaging. Honestly, Thomas Tuchel is sabotaging the English team. There is nothing anyone will tell me. He is definitely sabotaging that team. I'm just waiting for England to play against a top European or a top South American team. That's what I'm just looking for. And I think I will have to check the chat later. I don't know when they are very much likely. Wait, let me even check it. Let me check the chat to see when England could face a top team from. Let me see. Oh, well. If England wins against DR Congo in the round of 32, they are very much likely to face Colombia. Is it Colombia? Yes, they are very much likely to face Colombia, and Colombia will definitely beat them. Now, that's not a good pass, Mokoena. That's not good. Adira says, and when I said that I'm a Messi fan, you make it, man. I was just sharing my opinion about football goat. I'm a human who is a fan of the God and parent. Well, you are very much entitled to your opinion, which I definitely understand. So I don't have any problem with your opinion. Stormtrooper says, England beating Congo. Bro, Congo is a very hard team to play. Yeah, Pakaso, England has been very poor. Any honest England fan will tell you the only game he or she has enjoyed or been very much comfortable with was that first game against Croatia. The game against Ghana England was even very lucky to have played a draw in that game because Konsa actually got a penalty that was supposed to be awarded against him. But the referee and VAR just turned blind eyes to that. England should have lost that game. So it's just only the Croatia game that you can say, oh, England were fantastic. They played really well and they won the match, which they deserved, right? But the other 2 games, did you guys watch the Panama game yesterday? England was literally struggling against Panama. They were literally struggling against Panama. Adira says, feeling bad for Portugal. Why didn't they win against Colombia? Bro, if you're talking about, if you've watched Colombia, you know that Colombia is, ooh, nah, very good one from, who is this South Africa number 7? Very good move from him. What's this guy's name? If you watch Colombia, you will know that Colombia is a very good team. They played the final against Argentina, which Argentina won, I think 1-0 or 2-1 in that game. Is this not a corner kick? Come on, referee. How is this a goal kick? Now, that game was a tough one. They lost to Argentina in the final. Colombia are a very, very strong team. And Portugal yesterday were very, very bad. Yeah, I don't rate that Portuguese manager, Roberto Martinez. His tactics are just so poor. You have a very good team. Give these guys the blueprint. Make them play as a unit to bring the best out of them. But no, that's not for Roberto Martinez. I really don't like his style. Honestly, I don't. Lucky Singh says, knockout. Junior Kumalo says, F man, we want a match, not you. And who said you are beautiful? Come on, man. Are you drinking alcohol? Stormtrooper says, so England is running on luck. I haven't been watching them except for Croatia. That England game against Ghana, England were unable to break the Ghanaian team. And some people say Ghana was supposed to get, was it a penalty and a red card? But for me, I don't want to look at the red card. I will just focus only on the penalty. That should have been a penalty against England. And if that penalty had been given, we don't know, maybe Ghana would have scored and won that game against England. And England probably would have been under pressure with just 3 points. The last game against Panama, anything can happen. They can lose it. So football is all about momentum. So for me, I have not been impressed with England. That's a fact. Same with Portugal. I have not been impressed with Portugal. Nah, why will you be so silly, man? Why will you be so silly to give that kind of elbow to the guy? Come on, you people just... That's one problem with discipline. Christian says, do you think Portugal will beat Croatia? Yes, I think Portugal can beat them. Croatia are decent, but I think they are not as strong as they were 4 years and 8 years ago. They are not the same team. Funky Sam says, Portugal is cooked, man. They will meet Croatia, Spain, Belgium, and France. If you want to win the World Cup, you don't need to avoid the big boys. You need to win everyone that comes your way. You go up the ladder and win the final. So if you want to win it and you're dodging certain teams, you know you're not ready. You are not ready for it. Dennis Beckham says, breaking news, Robert Lewandowski to MLS, Chicago Fire, here we go. Yeah, he should just go there and relax and just enjoy his money. He's done everything there is to do in club football. He's won everything there is. And yeah, he deserves that MLS move to just go there and relax. MLS is not tough. He should just go there and chill off with his family. Adira says Portugal can also win against England, France, or any other European team, as Portugal most performed well against any European teams. Yeah, Portugal performs really well against European teams. Yes, they perform. You have a very solid point. They perform well against European teams. Free kick for Canada. Ooh, that's too high. Mariam, what were you typing? Lucky says we are raising tempo. Eze Saka on bench, but we will Rashford natural position, allow Ole Watkins center, Noni Madueke and Morgan Rogers midfielder. Harry Kane, of course, will start every game for England. That's a given. It's not even debatable. He's their starting striker. He's currently the highest goal scorer in the World Cup for England. The highest goal scorer all time for England national team as well. So he's earned that starting spot, and Kane is in the form of his life. He currently has 70 goals for both club and country. He has equaled the second most goals scored by a single player for club and country in a season. Messi has the highest record, which is I think 82. Kane is currently on 70. Ronaldo and Messi were on 69. I think in the 2018 or 19. So these guys are Kane for me is in a form of his life. He's never hit these numbers before, ever. Ravan says the fact that this is only single leg is really do or die. Yes, and that is what makes it more interesting. When it's a do or die affair in football, what? This guy was very lucky not to have cost a penalty for South Africa. This number 14 guy, I want to see this guy's name. He's made two very, very good defensive tackles here. Machalo. What's this boy's name? This guy is bleeding on his knee. Yeah, this number 21. He almost cost a penalty there. Almost. Picasso says England don't seem to ever have a plan when they play. They just play and hope. England. Well, let's keep watching. For me, I am no longer confident with England anymore. I've watched 3 of their games and it's just only one game that I will say that. What? Whoa. Look at the double save from the South African goalkeeper, William. Oh boy. Guys, Canada were very, very much close to scoring. Very close from that corner kick. The goal line clearance. Whoa. Yeah, that's a good goal clearance, man. Modiba. That was a good goal clearance. And the goalkeeper Williams made that save. Really says, hey. Adira says, I don't know, man. Why the hell was the Jordan's goalkeeper doing? He considered the easiest free kick in history, I think. Even our prime Onana could have saved that one. I did not watch that Jordan game against Argentina because of the time. After I finished watching the Portugal game, because I did only first half for the Portugal game on the live stream. Then the second halftime I had to end the stream. I was even sleeping. The Canadians are looking for a penalty. These South Africans need to be very disciplined. They need to be very disciplined. You cannot be going for this type of tackles. Yeah? This might be given as a penalty. You guys cannot be this indisciplined, man. Come on. Why will you be going? Let me see. Man, if this referee gives this as a penalty, I won't blame him. Yes, I know some refs will not give it as a pen while others will, but that was very silly from that guy. Very, very silly. Thankfully, it's not given against South Africa. Mariam, what did you type? I've asked this again and I didn't see you type anything. Is the referee trying to go review the monitor? This is crazy, man. Let me be, let me be. Okay, I think the referee says play on. Nothing. Oh, thank God. The referee says play on. Majid, it's not a pen. Dennis Beckham says Canada need to take their chances, bro. This is a knockout game. Yes, Canada have been having the better chances, but no goals yet. Hopefully, South Africa convert theirs in the second half, because this is a do or die affair. You don't have a second chance. Maybe you're looking at the next game. If you lose, you're out. If you win, you are up to the next round. It's very simple and short. No wasting of time. There's no two ways about it. Let me be, let me be. Lucky Singh says we'll give minerals for knockout rounds, just about winning last group game. Dennis Beckham says Adira Zinedine Zidane greater than Messi. Dennis Beckham says no, but which player has more aura, Messi or Zidane? Aura. Who has more aura? I think in terms of someone you would love watching, I loved watching Zizou. Honestly, I loved watching him. So the aura part is I think I would go with Messi. I think I would go with Messi. Between Messi and Zidane, I think I would go with Messi. Godson says, guys, South try hard. It's already half time. Jesse Marsh is not happy. He's not happy with the referee. His player is trying to talk to the coach to let the referee be. Just let the referee be. He's not happy with that decision. Same with Jonathan David. Is complaining to the referee. They were saying that should have been a penalty. I think South Africa need to do better in the second half. They need to take their chances. Really says, bro, you can't see my comment. So I'm testing to see if there's something hiding my comments or what. I see your comments, Mariam. When I see them, while I'm talking, your comment goes up and lots of other comments come in. Stormtrooper says, no more draws now. Baba, go big or go home. It's simple. Like, it's in capital letter. Win or you go home. It's either you win or you go home. You cannot be relying on a draw. Let's say get into penalty shootout. That same penalty shootout is not guaranteed. So you have to do all you can to win. Majid says, I wonder how is Canada the host playing in LA? I mean, I can literally see empty seats. LA? I thought they were going to be playing at home. Or FIFA wanted to make it so as the host nation will not have an advantage. But American will be playing in the US. The US team will play in the US. So I don't see how that makes sense. Each of these teams, let's say, okay, you might say the semi-final will be played in the US. The final will be played in the US. You might say the quarterfinal, if one of the other host nations are still in the quarterfinals, it will be played in their country. But I don't understand why Canada, one of the host nations, will be playing their own round of 32 in the US, LA. It doesn't make sense to me. Godson says that is not fair, bro. Ronaldo is going through hardest knockout stage ever. I don't really care about the team that Portugal faces in these World Cup knockout stages. If you want to win the World Cup, you should not avoid playing against these other teams. It's very simple. Majid says, what's the benefit? I mean, I don't understand. I actually thought that Canada were playing at home. Maybe playing in Toronto. I didn't know they were even playing in LA. That's very strange. Dennis Beckham says, nah, bro, Adira Zidane definitely has more aura than Messi, in my opinion. I don't know the kind of aura you're meaning, though. The kind of aura maybe in terms of his teammate or his team seeing that this person can give us a win in this game. So it depends on the context of aura you mean. Cairo says Bafana will win. Well, surprisingly, I'm supporting South Africa to win. So hopefully South Africa gets the round of 16 by defeating Canada. I predicted a 2-1 win for the Bafana against Canada. Canada, for me, they are not impressive. Amongst the three host nations, Canada, for me, is the weakest team in terms of the three guys that are hosting. Really says, don't say Zizou because you remind me of crazy Zizou. He missed so many clear chances for us. Okay, I'm talking about the original Zizou, Zinedine Zidane. I loved watching Zizou when I was much younger. There's this 360 he likes to do. His ball control. Zizou was hell of a baller. Honestly, I enjoyed him very, very much. Blastoy says, why was a Canadian player refusing his coach to have a chat with the ref? I think the Canadian player is trying to make his coach not get a card or possibly not get the referee angered with some certain words and he might get sent off. So he's trying to curtail the situation. So he's just looking out for the team and the manager as well. But that should have been a penalty against South Africa. If the referee, like I said, if the referee had given that as a pen against South Africa, I wouldn't blame the referee because that was a very, very silly decision from that defender. Is it Modibo, that number 20, the bald head guy? Adira says, Dennis Beckham, what do you mean by aura? Popularity, Messi wins, goals, Messi wins, assist, Messi wins. Well, that's why I said it depends on the context with which you are putting the aura, right? So maybe you have to be specific with the aura, like the context. In which context are you talking about the aura? Really says, did you watch the Egypt vs Iran match? Nah, I didn't watch it, Mariam. I didn't watch the game. It was very much late for me. So I was sleeping. After the Portugal game, I was watching the Portugal game and at the same time I was sleeping. I really can't remember everything that happened in that Portugal game. I think I was watching the game up to like, would I say 70 or 75 minutes? And I slept off. I think I woke up 90 plus 2 minutes. So I was hell-bent on watching the Portugal game. Yeah, but the sleep just couldn't allow me continue that game. And you can't cheat nature. Last Gospel Adesi says South Africa will eliminate Canada. I honestly think so. Yes, I think that the Canadians are going to be knocked out by South Africa. Lion Tao says Canada should be leading 3-0. Bro, this is a knockout stage, so you don't expect it to be that easy. Everyone who gets up to this stage will go all out against you and fight. They will put everything on the pitch. DC says, hey, DC, where are you connecting from? Guys, for those who are new on the channel, kindly hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to Noble's View. Dizzy says, I'm back. Alright, welcome back, Dizzy. Eco. Last Gospel Adesi says, Portugal vs Croatia, Spain, France, Netherlands. I think Japan will beat Netherlands. I know many people are jumping on that bandwagon because of the man who predicted that the Netherlands would win the World Cup. So many people are going towards that Netherlands win against Japan. Sorry. Brazil is playing Japan, while the Netherlands is playing Morocco. I think Morocco will cause a very big problem for the Netherlands. The only good team they played was Japan, and they struggled in that game. I like how the Moroccans play. They don't sit deep because you're a big European or South American team. They will come all out for you. Aura for aura, that's what they will give you. So that's one of the reasons I like them. Deepak says, South Africa needs to convert chances. In the earlier stages of the game, they got a couple of chances, but it wasn't clear-cut chance. They were dominating the game, getting into good positions, but they couldn't score. Canada, on the other hand, got a couple of chances towards the end of the game. They got a penalty appeal, which the referee said, nah, that wasn't a pen. VAR looked at it and went with the referee's decision. For me, if the referee had given that as a penalty against South Africa, I wouldn't blame him. So the South African team needs to be more disciplined. They need to be very careful. Blastoy says, where is BGM? He's not on the stream now. Dennis Bakam says, Adira, Zinedine Zidane headbutted Materazzi at the World Cup final for his wife. Messi never did that for his wife. Zidane wins. Ayush Singh says, I hope Canada beats South Africa. For me, I always say let the best team win, but I've changed my mind on the teams I'm supporting. I said henceforth I'll be supporting all my African brothers to win their games, except anyone who plays against Portugal. If you're playing against Portugal, you have to lose, sorry. So that's it for me. Stormtrooper says, you can't avoid the big games. When you enter World Cup, you must be ready to fight. That's the spirit, bro. So that's why I don't really care who Portugal plays in these knockout stages. All you need to do and the mindset you need in this World Cup if you want to win it is any team we play, we must go all out to win. It's very simple. That is the clear message. So it shouldn't be, okay, I actually want us to play a draw or to lose so that we... Nah, come on. Majid says, yes, Mariam, we watched Egypt and congratulations. We are all proud of us as Arabs and we are with you all the way. Golden opportunity. Australia isn't difficult. Yeah, Egypt can beat Australia. Australia, I watched the Australian game. I think I watched 2 of Australian games and their game is very much similar to Canada. I think the US is better than Canada. The US is better than Australia. So for me, I don't really see the Aussies as being a big threat to the Egyptians. If players like Mo Salah and Omar Mamouche can turn up for Egypt, they can definitely beat Australia 100%. Blastoy says, who is better, Gabriel Jesus or Richarlison? Of course, I will go with Gabriel Jesus. Just that he's an injury-prone player, and that's always a problem. Adira says, Dennis Beckham, did anyone say anything about Messi's wife in the game? And also, that was about Zidane's sister. Come on, man. Adira, you don't need to add insult. You can just say your piece, man. It's very simple. You can say your piece without adding insults to it. Thank you. Blastoise says, no, he went for the ball, but his leg did not touch the ball. That was why I said if the referee had given a penalty against South Africa, I wouldn't blame the ref because that challenge from the number 20, is in Modibo or Modiba, that was very poor. I think if Mokoena was closer, that would have been a goal. Anas Majubi, welcome back. Slim Gaffer says that was a clear penalty. Yeah, I actually think, like I've said, I wouldn't have countered the referee's decision if he gave a penalty, honestly, because when I saw that thing on replay, it was a very, very terrible challenge from the South African number 20. Is it Modiba or Modibo is his name? I think that was a very, very silly challenge. Really says, I wasn't happy with Egypt-Iran match at all, Majid, but overall, thank God and thank you, brother. I wish Saudi Arabia had continued with us, but God willing, the next one will be better. Yeah, Saudi Arabia, they made it difficult for themselves. Yeah, they should have gotten at least 3 points going into the last game, but they couldn't. Okay, South Africa about to make a change. Dizzy says, I called Leo Prince, then I changed my name. Okay, Leo Prince. Okay, it's been a very long time, man. Welcome back. Dennis Bakam says, Adira Matarazzi said his wife, so yeah. Well, I don't know the details of, I think, yeah, it was something personal for Zidane. That was what made him react that way. He turned back and headbutted Matarazzi. That 2006 World Cup, I remember it. He was supposed to win the Ballon the other year, but they gave it to Cannavaro. Stormtrooper says, Portugal game was boring. Even coffee couldn't keep me up. The first half was like end-to-end game. The second half, I slept off while watching the game. Woke up at, was it 93 minutes? Yeah, the game was almost coming to an end. Tesosuli says, hello, my friend. I want South Africa to win. Yeah, same here. I am actually rooting for the South African team to win against Canada. So let's see who gets to win. Oh, way, oh, way. Oh, way, oh. Oh, way, oh, way. Bam, bam. Guys, if you're new, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's go. Dennis Bakam says Canada 2, South Africa 0. Okay. All right, let's see. The South African coach is making a change now. That's good. That's a good way to come into the second half. It shows you want to win. Eco. Blastoise says, are South Korea eliminated? Yeah, South Korea have been eliminated. They are no longer in the World Cup. They were on 3 points, but other teams got better points and goal difference. Dennis Bakam says, Japan is facing Brazil. Morocco is a better team than Netherlands. Yeah, Morocco is a very solid team. Very, very good team. So people who are looking down on them because of the prediction of that German, is it economist or what they call him? They are going to find it very, very funny. Yeah. Eco. Way, oh, way. Serious Fanbat says Ben Stokes has more aura than Virat Kohli. I don't know who Ben Stokes is, man. BG Army says, hi, Czechia is cooking Canada. Are you just waking up from dreams? BG Army. Stormtrooper says, Colombia is the dark horse now. Colombia are very good. Very, very good. Very intense. I love how they play. Offside. And they are not a team to sit deep. They will come out to play you. Yeah, they will come all out to play you. They don't like to sit back and allow you enjoy yourself. Nah, that's not the Colombian team. They will come all out for you. Aye, Iko. Owe. Aye, Iko. David Rat says, 100% South Africa, India is always with Africa. We have a similar root of history. All right, man. Slim Gaffer says, Canada easy win. If it were to be an easy win, Canada should have scored goals since in the first half. So, no game in the knockout stage is very easy, bro. I said this a couple of minutes ago. Cabo Verde will shock Argentina in this round of 32. I have said it. There's something special about that Cape Verdean team. Very, very special. And if Vozinha pulls off something similar to what he did against Spain, he's currently, I think, on 18 million followers. He might get up to 50 million followers if Cabo Verde is able to knock Argentina out and he pulls up some crazy saves in that game. I think he's going to get up to 50 million followers that night. Really says, Iran injured 5 of our players, including Salah. But God willing, he will be available for the Australian match. Really? 5 players? Did they have a grudge against the Egyptians? Did the... Ooh, whoa, this lady's phone fell off. Wow. I think one of these, would I say players or sponsors will probably get her a new phone. Oh, yeah, this guy didn't turn quickly. Last Gospel Adesi says, no more Uzbekistan there for Ronaldo. Don't worry, you will know if there is going to be another Jordan or what is it called? or Algeria for Messi. Just relax. Adira says, Japan doing crazy work, by the way. Yeah, Japan is doing an amazing job. Adira, which country are you connecting from? Blastoy says, Ronaldo is washed. He can't score against better teams like Colombia. And he scored against Spain in the final of the Nations League. He scored against Germany in the semi-final or quarterfinals. So he can't score against the big boys. All right. All the doubters and the haters of Cristiano Ronaldo, you guys are going to be put to shame. You see this World Cup, you lot should just relax. You guys should calm down. Just chill. Nah, it's a foul ball, referee. Come on. Aye. Whoa, there are still so many chats that I have not read out. So many. I think this boy is the only threat from the Canadian attack. Only him. Yodako says from Messi. Welcome back, Yodako. Did you see that genius free kick from Messi? I didn't watch that game. The timing was not good for me. Ooh, that's a foul ball. The timing wasn't good for me. I think I saw a clip of that on Instagram, but I didn't watch the game. Majid says, imagine Mariam will play against their teams every year in the Champions League. I mean Al Hilal. Adira says, is anyone here a G aspirant? What's a G aspirant? Ooh. Really said, Noble, why didn't you finish reading the rest of the comments? I can't even, I have to scroll back. Maybe you can, I think I've read most part of it. Luigi says, much live for Nigeria from Croatia. Thank you very much, Luigi. Nice to have you on the channel, man. Thank you very much. Majid says, seriously, Mariam, what a strange world. That was blatant infiltration as clear as day. Luigi says, we win Ghana yesterday. Yeah, Croatia won. Croatia needed that win. Yeah, Croatia needed it very, very badly. But Ghana, I think Ghana were trying to avoid certain teams. They are trying to avoid certain teams. No, I'm not from South Africa, Luigi. I'm not. Ryan Toplin says, Arsenal greater than Liverpool. Ooh, that's a foul ball, man. From head to leg, that's a foul ball. Arsenal greater than Liverpool. Now, all time, that's not a good one. All time, Liverpool is a bigger and a greater club than Arsenal. GOCH says round of 32. Man, there are so many comments in the chat that I really cannot read everything. I can't read everything out. I think when we get the super chats, it's going to be easier because the comments are getting much every day for me to read everything out. That's why some people, I skip their messages and check out other messages as well, because it's very difficult to read out everything. Very difficult. I need to see a goal in this game. I really need to see a goal. Ryan Toplin says, Arsenal is best team in FIFA World Cup right now. Bro, don't worry. When FIFA ends, we will focus on club football. This season that is coming, I'm going to have time to banter Arsenal very, very well. So Arsenal fans should be ready for me because I'm coming for the league title this season. Nice one. Ooh. Referee, give him a yellow card. He stopped that attack. Nice one. That's a yellow card. Saliba, clean yellow. Majid says, after every match, the clinic is busy. Half the players are on the ground. Really says they are going inside to play wrestling. Well, this World Cup has not really had too many injuries. Yeah, except that Canadian midfielder Kone that was injured by which team player was that? Was it who was the guy that injured that Canadian guy? And I saw a news that FIFA gave the guy a 5-match ban because of that injury. Munir says, bro, Algeria fled Spain and signed with Argentina. Algeria made it to the round of 32. I think they were the last team from Africa to enter the round of 32 because Congo won their game. And Congo won their game, went to the round of. Why are some players so crazy? Look, what is the meaning of this, man? You guys had a very good opportunity to score. Munir says, Mariam, how are you, buddy? Really says they beat the players, and when they scored the second goal, he celebrated with his glasses on and kept running for 2 months celebrating. In the end, the goal was disallowed for offside and he started crying. Mariam, you don't like to read long messages, but you always like to write long messages to me. And these long messages are actually very difficult reading out. Really says, thank God, my brother Munir, and how are you? Top of the top. Anthony the Goat says, unless you don't know what that is. Come on, man. I don't even like discussing about that. I don't know why you guys always want me to say that. Anthony the Goat. Dennis Beckham says, Nobu, did I just hear Manchester United are going for the league title? Yes, man, you heard me right. I'm going to come all out for the league title next season. And Arsenal, you guys should relax. Yeah, I'm coming with full force. I just need to get my signings available. Once my signings come in, it's all set. Then we go. Munir says, I am fine, Mariam, but I don't think I'll be fine tomorrow when Holland knocks out with a last-minute goal. Come on, man. You have to be positive. Morocco are doing pretty well. You guys are doing amazing in the World Cup. You guys had, was it 7 points? Yeah, drew against Brazil, won against Scotland and Haiti. So you guys are doing amazing. Majid says, no, but ignore that stupid translation. I told Mariam that Iran's goal against Egypt was an offside as clearly as the sunlight. The translation said something weird. Yeah, so sometimes the translation might just go a little bit off in trying to translate what a person types. Really says, I'm saving them for you, Nobu, because you don't read my comments, so I write them all at once in a comment. Bear with me. It's really, really stressful reading those long comments, Mariam, and you are very much fun with that. It's very, very stressful. I like it when it's very concise and short. Daz MX, welcome back, man. Really says, no, Munir, God willing, Morocco is up to it. Munir says, yes, Morocco is capable, but France will embarrass us like Barcelona against Bayern. The French team would have lost to Senegal if Senegal had taken their chances in the first half. BJ Army, do you need to wash your face with some water, man? BJ Army. Do you need to wash your face? Come on, man. Really says, bear with me, Noble. I'm not involved. I'll write long comments and you read them. You want me to stress my eyes? BJ Army, is everything okay, man? Have you been imagining things since last week you guys were knocked out? Now that's a foul ball. Majid says, BJ Army, are you okay, buddy? He's actually not recovered from it. Yeah, he's not recovered from it. He's actually yet to come to terms that Czechia has been knocked out of the World Cup. Because he was hyping Czechia. He said Czechia was going to do this, Czechia was going to do that, but they only managed... Did they manage 1 point? Yeah, they managed 1 point against South Africa, which they should have won that game. They should have lost that game. Retal Alcazar says, nope, I'm doing salad for my family. All right. Ayushman says, why don't they score South Africa goals? Bro, it's a knockout game. It's very intense. Every team is ready to go to the next round, so it makes it difficult. So you just have to score whenever you have the chance. It's very, very difficult. Munir says, Mariam, your situation is unfortunate. You have Argentina. I hope you have good luck so you don't concede 10 goals. Yeah, I don't trust Egypt against Argentina. Teams like Morocco, Ivory Coast, Senegal, and Cabo Verde are teams I strongly have faith in from Africa that can actually do a job against Argentina. I think South Africa might score a goal. What? Gee. The same reaction from that player. He didn't get the accuracy well. He didn't get it. Eden Hazard. This is one thing Eden Hazard used to get very well. Nah, no, not that side of your boots. Go like this. Do it R2, not like this. Why are you playing it with the outside of your boot? Play it with your inside. Just curve it, man. Give it top beam. Eden Hazard, those R2. Or Kvaratskhelia now. Kvaratskhelia is doing it perfectly now. Oh, boy. Anthony the Goat says, I feel BG Army pain. My country got eliminated in the qualifiers. Yeah, it's just like Nigeria that didn't make it to the World Cup. We should have been in the same group with Portugal because DR Congo defeated Nigeria in the playoff final for African continent. Now, this guy is my player of the match. Yeah, this number 14 for South Africa. This guy is solid. He's a very good defender. Yeah, the Canadian guy's leg didn't touch. This number 17 is Canada's best player. But it's always like, he always likes to do the fancy things. BG Army says, I think they're going to win World Cup, not end last in group. Okay, you thought that Czechia was going to win the World Cup. Ooh, that's a big dream. A very, very big dream, man. Really says, Munir, you are scared of France. Wait until Egypt beats Australia. Will make Messi score the biggest hat-trick in history at a rate of 18 goals per second. Messi has to thank us, Algeria. Mokoena. Nice one. Nice one. Ben Davis. Ooh, the midfield is open. Yeah, don't. Woo! Whoa! This guy is, I've been saying this. This number 14 is my man of the match from South Africa. What is this guy's name? What? Look at that goal line clearance, guys. Yeah, this Canadian guy tried really well. Look at that clearance. He actually didn't want to waste time. Good save from Williams. He actually did not want to waste time. He had to just kick the ball out. Nah, this guy is good. This South African number 14 he's solid. The guy is solid. Let me check out his name. Okay, Mbokazi. Oh, I love that name, Mbokazi. Nah, that guy is solid. I've been paying close attention to him the whole game. He's been very flawless in that defense. Very flawless. Mbokazi. Yeah, I remember his name. Now I remember his name. Mbokazi. The name actually sounds like a Zulu name. Matetwa. Like there's a South African movie I watched last year. What's the name of this movie? It was a Zulu movie, by the way. Yeah, that I love that South African movie. Yeah, and this name reminded me of that Zulu tribe with the Matetwa tribe. So many tribes in that movie. Majid says Egypt would destroy Argentina. Why are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? Argentina is weak. Munir says, Nobu, don't remind me of Senegal because they didn't give us our cup. Okay. Okay, Senegal didn't give you your cup. But you know how that went, man. Come on, let's not go there, bro. Let's not let's not go to that cup. Anthony the Goat says BG Army hallucinations. Yeah, he's yet to come to realization that they've been kicked out. He said he was hoping and wishing for Czechia to win the World Cup, but they turned out to be the last in their group. Nah, that was a very good play from Canada. Very good counter-attack. BG Army says, if Czechia didn't play like a shit and get normal coach, we should have played against Canada, not South Africa. I understand your feeling, bro. Really says, Majid, please don't make people laugh at us, bro. Argentina will destroy us if we even get out of Australia with the number of infections we have. Which infections does the Egyptian team have? Bijami says, first Argentina beat Cape Verde. Argentina won't win that game, man. I honestly have a very, very strong feeling. My gut is telling me Cape Verde is going to pull up the craziest surprise in World Cup. The craziest. And it's going to be the most remarkable. And I'm predicting that Vozinha guy to do a crazy job against Argentina. And he will gain close to over 50 million followers on Instagram. If you put up crazy saves to stop Argentina from qualifying to round of 13, just watch out what happens next. Majid says LFG Cape Verde. Yeah, Cape Verde, I think they are the team I've been most impressed with in this World Cup. Very, very good team. Really says Belgium are bad, bro, and we are also bad because at Belgium's level, it was very easy to beat them at least by 1 goal. Yeah, Belgium, I don't really fancy the Belgian team. They are way past it. Retal Alcazar says Egypt is a strong team, but Jordan is way stronger. Played with Argentina, lost, so I don't think Egypt will win over Argentina. Come on, man. What are you saying? Jordan better than Egypt? That's not true, bro. It's not true. Oh, way, oh, way. Way, oh, way. Oh, way, oh, way. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go. Retal Alcazar, have you subscribed to the channel already? Renuga, okay. Renuga says, bro, I'm your new fan. All right, thank you very much, Renuga. Nice to have you on the channel. Which country are you connecting from, Renuga? Is it Renuga Devimani Vanan? Are you from the Netherlands, Renuga? Anthony the Goat says, imagine if Iran won the World Cup and got handed by Donald Trump. Well, that will never happen because they've been knocked out. Reta says, I would love that to happen, Anthony. Really says, Munir, I say Egypt is weak, but you don't. I'm the only one allowed to say that. Majid says, Mariam said injuries, not infection. That stupid translation. Yeah, the translation sometimes just gives whatever he wants me to take. That's what the translation does. Muniz says, no, Mariam, I say it in Morocco. Egypt is weaker than Morocco. I don't know how we climbed to 6th place globally. This is Mbokazi. Nah, that's a foul ball. South Africa are beginning to crumble. South Africa are beginning to crumble in the last 10 minutes, and that is not good for them. They need to wake up. Iko. Edward Tani, welcome back, man. This Mbokazi guy is a very, very good player. If South Africa go on to win the game, Mbokazi is definitely winning the man of the match. He's definitely winning it. BJami says, Czechia is dead in Nations League. Please give up and go home already. Well, you guys didn't have a good World Cup outing, so you have to look forward to the next tournament. It's just simple. And I saw an update that Patrick Schick has actually retired. Ooh! What? I saw an update that Patrick Schick has retired from international football. He's not, I think he's still 31, right? Patrick Schick should be around 31. Really says the translation has caused many misunderstandings because of his stupidity. He wants me to write with the asterisk on the letter, and I don't have time for that. Maybe you can type in English language because you are also good at that. Ooh, referee, that's a foul. Munir says, Noble, imagine Nigeria ranked first in the world and winning 6 World Cups. Well, get up, Noble, it's 7 a.m. Yeah, that's a crazy dream. It's a crazy dream. BJami says, we are playing bad haram ball, and without Schick, we are shit. Well, with Schick, did you guys make it out of the group stage? The answer is no. So it's not really about Schick. It's about getting a team that can play as a unit, play for each other. Very, very important. Really says, Majid, you made me laugh. Yes, Morocco, but Egypt can't. Edward says, yes, so what if your prediction of what is your prediction of each round of 32 games? I have predicted 4 games already. The South Africa game against Canada, I predicted a 2-1 win for South Africa. Then for Ton, oh no, hi, you have delayed. No, that's not a good cross, man. I already predicted 4 games, bro. That's not a good one. I predicted a 2-1 win, like I said, for South Africa against Canada. I predicted a 3-2 win for Japan against Brazil. It was a good header. Then for Germany, Paraguay, I predicted 3-1. Then finally, Netherlands against Morocco. I went for a 2-1 win for Morocco against the Netherlands. So those are my predictions so far for the 4 games. The other 4 games that will be played after this 4, I will also predict that tomorrow. So I'll try my best to give the predictions for all the 32 teams. That is how many games? That should be around 16 games that will be played. So I'll be doing the prediction 4-4-4-4. Iko. Reta Alcazar says, the salad took me hours to make. Bijami says, Czechia, leave football before football leaves you. Jesse Gamer says, Noble. Jesse, I guess you changed your username. Really says, Noble, listen to the story that's been circulating. They counted Iran's goals goal as offside in Egypt favor as a conspiracy. Then, whoosh. Then they made Austria and Algeria draw to eliminate them completely. Trump was the referee. Well, I really do feel for the Iranians because of their movement from Mexico to the USA. They come to play immediately. They finish the game. They are back to Mexico, and their captain Taremi was complaining about not having their team, their media team, no, the recovery team, nothing actually for the Iranian team. So it's really, really tough on them to perform at the highest level. And they didn't lose any football match. JC says South Africa just loser by Mexico. Yeah, South Africa lost to Mexico. Ooh. Alfonso Davis. Eco. XG 1.12 for Canada, 0.17 for South Africa. I see a late goal in this game. I see a late goal. Really says, and Munir is one of those people. Majid says, BGM, I'm sorry that Czechia got knocked out. But come on, bro, let's be real. Last good thing about Czechia football was Nedved. Czechia, even when Nedved was playing, Czechia wasn't doing any strong thing in Europe or in the World Cup. South Africa are going deeper now, and that's going to be a big problem for them. Ooh. Very good save by the South African goalkeeper, Williams. Canada is mounting pressure on them now. Yeah, Canada is mounting serious pressure. Jesse Gamer says, Noble, I think Ronaldo will win FIFA World Cup. Yeah, he's very much likely to win it. Still open at this point. Ongolo, Kante. Yeah, Canada is putting pressure, serious pressure. The South Africans need to utilize this opportunity to go with a counter. Maybe they are sitting for a draw now with 12 minutes to go. They are sitting and looking for a draw. Nah, that's a push, referee. There was a push there. Kimpembe. Ungolo, Conte. Ungolo, Conte. Bambana, bam. Oh boy. Man, this game should come to an end, man. I need to sleep. It's already late. Anthony the Goat says, done. BGM says, Noble, I think Rafska vs Portugal gonna be most interesting. Rafska, okay, you mean Croatia. Jesse says, because Ronaldo last World Cup is in 2030. Now, Ronaldo is not going to play the 2030 World Cup. He's not. Come on, Mariam. Have pity on me, man. How are you writing a 6 or a 7-line message? I can't read that. That's going to be too strenuous on my eyes. Come on. Majid says, Ronaldo will play 2034 World Cup in Saudi. Nah, Ronaldo can play another World Cup. This will be his last. And he said it at Piers Morgan's podcast that if he wins the World Cup, he's going to retire immediately. Yeah. So it's the last dance for the GOAT, Ronaldo. Bijami says, Rafska is Croatia in their language. Do you also speak Croatian? Majid says, check and Barros, them, I miss those days of football. Yeah, Barros, I think Barros played for Liverpool. Which team? Did he play for Tottenham or... Yeah, but I remember Barros playing for Liverpool in the 2005 final. I think he played just 2 or 3 seasons there. He wore the number 5 jersey. Yeah, I think Barros wore the number 5 jersey for Liverpool then. I remember Barros. He was a very, very good attacker. Jonathan David, I've not really seen anything from him this whole tournament. Yeah, I think this was the only good thing he's done in this game. That's a very, very good strike from him. Anthony Ligo says, last dance for Neymar and Ronaldo. Yes. Retal Alcazar says, I'm the middle child with 1 older sis and 1 younger sis without my brothers. Which country are you connecting from? Retal Alcazar. Which country are you connecting from? Really says superstitions are a pre-arranged agreement on the outcome of the Algeria-Austria match. Yeah, both teams needed that draw for the both of them to qualify. That was just the honest truth. They needed it. Ooh. South Africa need to counter the Canadian team. Why are you pushing that ball too far? Anthony De Gaulle says Modric is the best youngest bro except against England when he gave away a pen. Yeah, Modric, I think it was just that one game against England that I watched Croatia. And I've not really seen... Yeah, I actually don't expect much from him. He's 40 years already, so I don't expect much from him. BJami says, Modric is my favorite player more than Ronaldo or Messi. Yeah, Modric is a fantastic player, honestly. And the longevity he's had is really, really remarkable. Wait! Ooh! Yeah, that was a good strike. Very, very good strike. Very good strike. Retal Alcazar says, Noble, I'm from Jordan. Okay. Nice to have you on the channel, Retal. Jordan. By the rivers of Babylon. Majid says, Modric is goated. Yeah, Modric is a legend of the game. Ooh, nah, referee. Ooh. Referee says stand up. Come on, man, ref. What's going on, referee? What is going on? Now don't give him that space. Release the ball. Yeah, go on counter. Retal says he understands Arabic. Really? So Jordans also speak and understand Arabic, or you just learnt it on your own? Really says, Noble, why are you copying me? I'm the only one who doesn't read long comments. Don't copy me, man. Those long comments are really stressing my eyes. BGME says, Noble, about what is that game? It's about to qualify to round of 16. Yeah, the teams are giving it their all. They are giving it their all. But I sincerely want South Africa to advance. And I'm looking for a late goal, by the way. I'm looking for a late goal in this game. Maseko and Magopa out for South Africa. Mariam really says Jordan is Arab, Noble. They definitely understand Arabic. All right. Ooh. The referee, I've noticed one thing about referees in this World Cup. Most of them don't like to give fouls easily. Yeah, they don't like it. BGME says if it's draw, it's going to be penalty shootout. No, it's going to go into extra time. Really says, Noble, don't imitate me. Go read my long comments. Come on, Mariam, I can't read that long comment. You can break it in 2 or 3 different messages. That's too long. Come on. Come on, Anthony. I can't read that, man. Come on. I don't know what you're I don't know what you're typing there. I don't understand what you're typing there. Yeah, South Africa need to get in a very good defensive block. Whoosh. Majid says, I hope this game goes to penalties. We need some action. Yeah, I'm getting bored of the way the game is going. It's like a pattern. Yeah, it's more or less like a pattern now. Really says, Arefa Retal, welcome. This is almost the first time a Jordanian has joined us. Yeah, it's the first time we are getting someone from Jordan. Hello, Goosefoli says hello. Hello, Goosefoli. Where are you connecting from? Guys, let's get the likes up. And if you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe. I honestly don't want this game to get into extra time because I need to sleep. The game is actually getting so boring. I don't like watching games that are new. I honestly don't. Hello Goose Foley says England. All right. Ooh. Nice to have you on the channel. Hello Goose Foley. Kindly leave a like and subscribe to the channel. BGME, read what exactly? Majid says it's an open game. Both teams are getting tired. Yes. And I honestly don't want it to end in penalties going to extra time. Yeah, I honestly don't. I would rather either of the team wins it in normal time. Really says, yes, Ratel, my name is Mariam. Yeah, that Mariam is better for me than this really every time. Thank you very much for subscribing. Hello, Goose Foley. Retal Alcazar says, be right back. All right, Retal. Man, you people should score in this game. I'm just so tired of this boring nil-nil game. Need to see something exciting. Oh, not all this boring stuff. 5 minutes. Whoosh. Anything can happen within the 5 minutes. So let's see who wins it. Who takes all the spoils? Nah. That's not good. Nah. Why were you leaving that ball? Really says, Noble, my ears hurt from your long comments. Can you break them up? Yeah, I already broke them up. Whoa, Canada just scored. Canada just scored. Whoosh. So South Africa are going back home. It's crazy. And they scored in the 92nd minute. Well, I said it. It's better either team score so I can just... that's a good goal. It's better either team score so that I can just go to sleep because I can't watch an extra time in this game. I really cannot watch it. Canada are through, guys. They are through to the round of 16. They just have to hold off for the next 4 minutes. Yeah, it's over for the South Africans. Very, very disappointing for them. Having fought from the first minute to the 90th minute and conceding in the 92nd minute. It's a very tough one for them. Very, very tough one. Eesh. Slim Gaffer says, Canada easy win. Bro, what do you mean by easy win? If it was an easy win, would it take them up to the 92nd minute to score a goal? So it's not an easy win. They fought really hard to get the win late on. Slim Gaffer says, Haram ball don't win football. Now, South Africa were not playing haram ball. They were coming out to play the game. I think the first 20 minutes, South Africa played better. Canada grew into the game. Fire says, which country has the most chances to win the FIFA World Cup? For me, yes, Portugal has not been brilliant or as good as I would want them, but I still see them as a favorite. Alex says, brother, do you know that Keir Starmer left the government in September? Though, thank effing God. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to swear. Clear that ball out. Well, he's already left. He resigned. That was it a few days ago. So, good luck to him and his family. Ranger says, doesn't make it less true. Thank you, Canada. Hey! South Africa. Today I decided to support you guys. Right? Today I decided to support you guys. You guys now decided to lose. Eh? You today why I say make I support Canada. Canada now today I decided to support South Africa. South Africa decided they wanted to lose. Alex says couple weeks. What do you mean by couple of weeks? He just made the announcement few days ago. I think it's not been up to 5 or I think it should be around between 4 to 6 days he made that pronouncement of stepping down. So it's not been a long time. It's not been a couple of weeks, like you said. Slim Gaffer says, thank you, Canada. Haram ball don't win. It's over for South Africa. The Canadians have... Yeah, the referee says 1 minute more. It's all over. It's all over for South Africa. Kale Yan edit. I'm not from Britain. I am Nigerian. Oh, Africa. Really says you deserve this, Noble, because you're evil and you didn't encourage them from the beginning. Today, I decided to support South Africa today, and they are losing. Is it the approach I'll be using for teams I don't want? Is this the approach I should be using for teams I don't want to win games? Well, let's see. Let's see. Oh boy, this guy should end the game. I don't need extra time. I don't need extra time. Emmy process ended. Yeah, South Africa out. Today of all days, I decided, okay, let me support my African brothers. You guys now decided to lose. But there's only one player I'm very much happy with today. And it's the South African number 14, Mbokazi. That guy was fantastic. Slim Gaffer says, Canada saved football. Come on, man. Haramball, South Africa always goalkeeper passer. Ranger says, thank you, Nobu, for South Africa. So you basically jinxed them. Ah, oh boy. Damn. Well, anyways, I said I did not want any extra time. Yeah, I didn't want any extra time because I needed to go and sleep. No extra time for me. Ranger says, go home, Bafana, Bafana. Yeah, they have to go back home now. They have to go back home. And I said I want to support my South African, my African brothers going forward. I decided to have a new leaf, like have a new life to support them. I've been hate watching South Africa since. Now I decided to support them. So they are going to be going home. Emmy Pro 16 says, up next, we are waiting for Ghana's downfall. Ghana, my younger brothers. Ghana have been bantering Nigeria. But I said I want to support all my African brothers. I don't know what is going on now. I want to support them. But anyways, let's see. AMN says, Nobu saying go back home in Nigerian accent is so funny. It's not the Nigerian accent. It's the South African accent, actually. They always say to Nigerians or other African countries, go back home, go back home. That's what they usually say in South African accent. It's not Nigerian accent, it's South African. Oh, go Africa. Yeah, it's all over. South Africa have been knocked out of the FIFA 2026 World Cup. Edward Tani says, Bafana go home. Yeah, they've been knocked out. The Bafana of South Africa. La 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 la. Oh boy, really says, Noble, excuse me, I'm sorry, but don't encourage Africans so they don't end up like South Africa. Maybe 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 this might support the only three teams I genuinely love and I want to do well in this World Cup that are from Africa: Senegal, Cabo Verde, and Ivory Coast. These are the only three teams in Africa I'm genuinely supporting, right? But South Africa and Ghana, South Africa case is different from Ghana. Ghana is an everlasting banter with Ghana, always. Everlasting. Ghanaians have been bantering Nigerians that we didn't make it to the World Cup, right? So, let's see. Ranger says, in 4 years' time, maybe South Africa will allow other people to join the team. Well, let's see how that goes. Spaghetti Dude says, African nations still there, brother. Worry not. I started supporting African teams because they did well in the group stage to come into the round of 16. But, well, South Africa, you people fell my hand today. And I said it on my video. I said, make una no fall my hand. You guys should not disappoint me. Now, you people have fallen my hand. Well, let's see. Should I still continue to support Ghana so that Ghana should go back home? Or should I want Ghana to lose so that they can win? Well, let's see. Programming says Canada won. Yeah, Canada won 1-0. And I actually prefer the game to end 1-0 late minutes than going into extra time. I honestly don't have the strength today to do any extra time for the game because that game was just so boring. Ranger says, bro, before you go, please give Japan vs Brazil prediction. I actually put out a video a couple of hours ago for the predictions of 4 games. I predicted a 2-1 win for South Africa against Canada. I predicted a 3-2 win for Japan against Brazil. But that Japan-Brazil game, I think it's going to be very tough. Honestly, I really do rate the Japanese team very highly. So I definitely know that game is going to be tough for the Brazilians. Very tough. Yeah, that game is going to be very tough. But I will still go with a Japan win 3-2. I'll go with a Japan win. Really says, no, please don't support Egypt. Edit, come on, I'm just kidding. Noble, don't be upset. Nah, it's not a problem, Mariam. Edit says, Noble, I thought your name is David and you're Ghanaian. Yes, I'm David and I'm not Ghanaian. Last Gospel Adesi says, I don't think Noble will stream anymore for Portugal next matches. Come on, man. If there is a game I'm not going to miss in this World Cup, is Portugal's games. Last night even I did a watch along for the Portugal game and I was feeling very sleepy because the time was really an odd hour for me. That was my exact sleep time, but I decided to stay up late to watch the game. I did a watch along for the first half, and at halftime I decided to go sleep, but I was sleeping. I just couldn't sleep, and I just had to wake up to continue the game. But yeah, Portugal didn't really do much in that game. They didn't do much. Majid says Brazil is winning that game. Well, it's a 50-50 game. I'm going to be honest. Even though I said that I see Japan winning that game, but I honestly think that the game is going to be a very tough one. Whoever wins is not going to get it easy. Really says, Noble, I feel like the South African accent sounds similar to the Egyptian accent. The Egyptian accent sounds like they are being affected when they speak. Yeah, every country has their own peculiar accent, so it's a normal thing. BGM says, yesterday I fall asleep when I was watching your stream, Noble. All right. Okay. Programming says Canada won the game. All right, guys, I have to end the stream here. I really do need to sleep. There's only one game today. Tomorrow, I think we have 3. Is it 3 games? Let me see the games we have tomorrow. I know Brazil, Japan is playing 6 p.m. UK time tomorrow. Germany, Paraguay is playing 9:30 p.m. tomorrow. Netherlands, Morocco. Oof. That Netherlands-Morocco game, I honestly cannot watch it because of the time. I will not be able to watch that Netherlands-Morocco because of the timing. Yeah, the timing is very wrong. Very wrong. That the game is going to be 2 a.m. UK time and Nigerian time. Pretty, very much late. The timing is not good. Retal says, Anthony, isn't it like so late for you right now? Really says, yes, retail. I know some people like the Egyptian dialect because it's cute. All right, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Do have an amazing night rest. And please, for those who are yet to subscribe to the channel, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to Noble's View. I'll see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. And South Africa, sorry, you guys are going back. You fought really hard, but it was not good enough. Anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, guys.